Hi, I'm Kim. This is Homestead Witchery, and today we are making mayonnaise because I'm going to do some curry deviled eggs. My niece came to visit us when we lived in Colorado, and we went to an English tea place, and we had high tea. And one of the things we had was egg salad sandwiches, but the egg was curried egg salad. It was amazing. And so now I make deviled eggs with curry powder. So I'm going to make those. I'm going to show you how to make a really fast, easy mayonnaise. This is going to take 15 eggs, and that is 14 for the deviled eggs, 1 egg for the mayonnaise. For the mayonnaise, you'll need 1 egg, a cup of oil, a tablespoon of acid. I'm using apple cider vinegar. Actually, I'm not. I'm using rice vinegar. But you can use apple cider vinegar, I'm using rice, you can use white vinegar, or you can use lemon juice, which is what the recipe actually called for. But this is what I have, and that's what I'm going to use. Some salt and pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, and I might add a touch of cumin, and some salt and pepper to taste. So let's get this done. First you add a cup of oil. I'm just going to mix it in this. Oh, you also need a stick blender to make this easy. Oil. So a cup of oil, an egg. Also, if you have chickens, get you an egg skelter, because that way you know you are always using the oldest eggs. Save your eggshells. Remember, if you're a witch, save your eggshells. Actually, if you're not a witch, because it's good for your plants, it's good for your chickens, save your eggshells. Tablespoon of acid. A little salt and pepper to taste. I am going to throw in some, actually I'll do this last because I want them to be whole. Some relish, but I'm going to add some cumin, a little bit, just a touch. And then about 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala for the curry. Did I say 1/4? I meant 1/2. Okay, 1/4 to 1/2. And then you get this out and you stick it in here, and then we turn it on. Now, when I stick it in here, I'm going to turn it on so you won't be able to really hear me. But basically, you put it down to the bottom, and then you just rock it a little bit. I don't really do bursts, but you put it in. You do some bursts, and you rock it a little bit once you see it start to thicken up, and then you gradually move up until all the oil is incorporated, and then you'll have mayonnaise. Now I'm going to add the, what is it? Relish. It might seem a little bit weird to add relish, but I like the texture and it adds a little bit of sweetness. And like I said, I'm adding it at the end because I want to keep that texture. That's maybe a tablespoon. It's really runny right now, but as time goes by it'll thicken up. Next, I'm gonna pipe it into the eggs. I have, I don't remember, 13 or 14 eggs here, and the egg yolk here. Actually, I'm not gonna pipe it in. I'm gonna make my mix first. And I prep the eggs first because it's kind of boring. Now the rest of the mayonnaise, I don't know if we'll eat, but I don't really eat mayonnaise. Ken does, but we're not really doing sandwiches right now because we are trying to low carb. But I will probably use it to coat some chicken and then grill some chicken, and it would be amazing like that. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but that's how it's gonna look when it's ready. Then I'm gonna stick it into a piping bag, aka a baggie with the hole cut off, the corner cut off. For a little fake emergency piping bag, except it's always the one I use because I never have actual piping bags. I just use a baggie. Dogs are starting to get excited because when I have a bowl, they know they get to lick it before it goes in the dishwasher. Whack the edge off a corner, wick the corner off here. And then we pipe into the eggs. Finally is the most important part. Smoked paprika. It tastes amazing on eggs. It adds a little bit of a smoky sweet flavor. It is gorgeous. I remember growing up and being afraid to eat the eggs with paprika on it. I don't think my family actually used smoked paprika, but it is so good. I'm gonna try one. It's good. Super creamy. A nice subtle curry flavor, and the smoked paprika is just beautiful at the end. I forgot to tell you that you can keep the old mayonnaise in the fridge for about a week before I would stop trusting it. Just stick it in a jar and put it in the fridge. And there you go, fancy mayonnaise. So hopefully you learned to make some mayonnaise, or you learned a little way to tweak the mayonnaise. You could also add cumin and maybe some Mexican oregano and some pimentos. I see a lot of pimentos in there. A little tiny bit of diced shallot would be good. You could make taco flavored. A million different ways you can make different flavors of mayonnaise. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.